welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. This episode we are going to take care of the adult portion of the Spirit Temple after taking care of the child portion last time. So to start with, just run forward, avoid the pottery that's trying to hurt you, and now that we have the silver gauntlets, we can push this block to the right until it falls down in a hole. And this is actually my second take recording this. The first time I screwed up royally, so let's hope for good luck this time. Okay, when the silver block falls down into the hole, you can notice that there is a BMOS right here. So there's a BMOS right here, there's a spinning trap, and there's a couple locked doors. So we're just going to run over here to the right. We're going to just avoid the BMOS. And we can notice that up here there's a crystal that we can hit on the ceiling. So just aim your hook shot at it, hit the crystal, and both the left and right doors will open. I'm going to run to the left. So with the left door open, you can run towards that Triforce symbol, and a Wolfos will appear. And now that we have Mr. Fun Big Around Sword, one little attack like that takes care of the Wolfos. Or the Silver Wolf. I forgot the name. Whatever. So, hop on the Triforce symbol and play Zelda's Lullaby, and a chest will appear across the way. There we go. So you can just long shot over to the chest, open it up, and it will reveal the compass. So we got the map, we got the compass. Nice and easy. Okay. And now that we're done with that, we can simply exit the room by climbing up this little ladder, or this wall right here. And now we're going to exit through the door, and we're going to head through the right side this time, just avoiding the BMOS, not worrying about them at all. Okay. So it's a little bit of a puzzle room, not much. Basically, there's a whole bunch of silver rupees that we have to collect. So to get the first one, I like to put on the hover boots right here. You can see that it's right there off the ledge. And I just like to run out to it, drop to the ground, and grab it. Now I quickly equip my Kokiri boots, this way I get some traction control. And you can see we have all these nice fun little boulders that are rolling and preventing our path. Well, the puzzle of this is we just have to collect all the silver rupees. Luckily they're all hidden in these little cubby holes that give you protection from the boulders. So just wait for the boulder to roll the other way and grab the rupee. This one right here. So now that we've got all the rupees, the door will open. But real quick, I don't hear it, but I'm sure you guys have heard the Skulltula scratching sound. Well, what you want to do is you want to get close to this Song of Time block, quickly play the Song of Time, and it will disappear and rematerialize in the cubby next to it. And you can see the Skulltula there briefly. Okay, and there he is. So, just walk into the cubby, the view will change, take out the big round sword, kill the Skulltula, and that's Gold Skulltula token number 98. Okay, now that the door is open in front of us, we're going to walk through. But you want to be cautious. You don't want to go too far in front, because there's a like. And luckily one little stab with the big round sword will take care of him. And you can kick open the chest to reveal a small key. Pick up the rupees if you so desire. Remember, if you kill him quickly, he should return. Anyway, like I was saying, if you kill him quickly enough, he should return your tunic and shield if he takes it. And I don't know why I have to clear my throat so much today. Oh well. So we're just going to run through the boulder room, and we're going to head back to the first room with the BMOS and the spinning blade on the floor. And now we're going to go through the locked door in the middle. So, be wary here, because as you can see, there's another like. A little slash, a little dabble do ya. And we got some pottery here that wants to hit us, so, yep, I'm just going to let it happen. There we go. And you could climb up this wall, but why climb when you have a long shot? Just long shot up to the top. And in this room there is a hidden floor master, so I'm going to quickly put on my Lens of Truth. I'm going to go seek him out. He's going to try to hit me. And a jump slash with the Vigoround sword will take care of him. And now we get to play the watch me miss all of his little babies. Come on, one more. Ah. Got him. Whew. Normally I really screw up with the Floor Masters. Normally they hit me and wind up reforming and you get strangled. But take care of the Floor Master, take care of all of his creations, and then, or offspring, whatever. And then you want to push this mirror that's reflecting light. You want to push it towards all these sun face, or sundials, or whatever they are. And the first two you can ignore. The third one is the one that you want. And you can see how the face starts smiling and it opens the door through. Now the first chest that dropped is a recovery heart. So I'm going to grab it. This chest right here in front of me is a freeze trap that'll freeze you for a bit. And the fourth one is a wall master. So we're just going to proceed through the next door. And this puts us in the room with the Snake Woman statue. And our eventual goal is going to be up here. You can see there's a locked door that we want to go through. And we will get a small key in here. But real quick, first things first, we got some other stuff to take care of. We want to jump onto the hand right here. And we land on a Triforce symbol. So you just want to take out your ocarina, play Zelda's Lullaby, and it'll make 2 chests appear. Okay, there's 1 and 2. So, first things first, I'm gonna see if I should be able to long shot. Yeah. Long shot over to the chest. Kick it open. And that'll reveal a small key. Now that we're over here, I'm gonna try something. I've never actually attempted this before. So, Navi kind of flies away to that ledge. And if you play the Scarecrow song, Pierre should appear. I'm not sure if you can make him appear from the hand. Nope. That's okay, I know how to get him up there. So we're going to hop down, we're going to climb up the side that we climbed through as Child Link. And we're just going to run up the stairs, and then on the ledge out here, we'll be able to make Navi fly over and make Pierre appear. So there we go. Navi flies over. Quickly play the Scarecrow song. And there is Pierre. So, we'll just hook shot over to him. And here we have Gold Skulltula number 99. There's only 1 more left in the game for us to get until we get our shitty prize. Okay, now that that's done, just gonna do something that might help us if I screw up in a little bit. So we're gonna hook shot back up to the adult side of the room. And you do want to be careful right here, because this is not a statue, it is an actual Armos. So I'm just going to run up the stairs, and a second chest fell over here. So I'm going to hook shot to that chest. I think it's just rupees that I get. Yep, just 5 rupees. But the real thing is there's a rusted switch right here. So we can take out our Megaton hammer and give it a good old smash, and it'll make the middle door on the bottom level open up for us. So just drop on down, open the door, and we got a couple more of those silver blocks to push. There's nothing. You don't have to do this to continue on with the dungeon. It's just this creates a kind of like an elevator between the start of the dungeon and this part of the dungeon. So if you screw up, it's easier. That's all. So just keep pushing the blocks till they fall down the hole. And then run up here. And there's a switch right here which you can hit with your Megaton hammer, and it makes the elevator go back to the start of the dungeon. Now that we're done, we can head back to that middle room. And we can take that door that I told you we had to go through on the adult side of the room. So, hook shot back up to the adult side. I'm going to mess with the Armos. Woohoo. And you can run up to the locked door. So go through here. I'm just going to avoid the Beamos right now because they don't do anything for me. And in here there's a room. It's got a puzzle that you can do to make all these Anubises. Basically you can make them all go into a fire that you can trigger with that switch. I'm not going to do that. So first things first, take out the Beamos. And you can see that these Anubises, they also mimic your movements. Well, now that we got the fire arrows a long time ago, we can actually put them to use, because Anubis are weak to fire. So, fire arrow. And fire arrow. Where's that third one? I know he's here somewhere. There he is. And fire arrow. Nice and simple, nice and easy. Din's fire also works, and if you don't have the fire arrows or Din's fire, well, you can play the Song of Time right here to make a time block appear. Then you can hit that switch right there to make fire appear, and then all you do is you just run around the room clockwise, starting with the time block here, and one by one it moves all the Anubis into the fire that was created. So in this room, there's a locked door right here that we want to get through. But to get through it, we have to be creative, because there's a switch right here that if we step on it immediately as we step off it, it'll raise back up and the bars will appear above the door. Luckily, these three guys are all Armoses, so you just hit one with your long shot, wait for the bars to disappear, and go through the door. Nice and simple. Now we're going to go through this door, and once again we are going to come face to face with an Iron Knuckle. He's going to be a lot easier as an adult now that we have our wonderful bigger round sword. Still pretty dangerous though. You certainly could use Nairu's Love if you want to. I don't need to. There we go. I think that was a whopping 4 jump attacks. And we took care of Iron Knuckle. Nice and easy. Definitely easier when you have the bigger round sword that does 4 times the amount of damage as the Kokiri sword. So right out onto the ledge, a box will drop just like it did when we were Child Link, and we will get the second dungeon item for this dungeon, or this temple, and it is the Mirror Shield. It is the 3rd shield, completes our shield spot in the inventory. So I'm going to quickly equip it, because we'll need to use it a bunch of times in this temple. So we're almost completely done. Biggest bomb bag, biggest quiver, golden scale. We have the silver gauntlets. And there are golden gauntlets we will be getting. Oh. I just noticed my shadow. Oh, it's probably because time moves. Never mind. The Mirror Shield is different from the Hylian Shield. It doesn't reflect like a Deku nut shot like the scrubs do. It doesn't deflect that back at him. What it'll do is it'll just break on it. However, the Mirror Shield can reflect magic. So it's kind of a trade-off, magic versus physical damage. And I just accidentally stepped on the stool there, or the switch there. So now what you want to do is you run over to this side of the room, and you can see there's a little bit of a sunbeam shining in. And if you hold the Mirror Shield while standing in the sunspot, you can see it reflects back out. Well, all you have to do is reflect it at the sun face. It'll open up and let us through to the next area of the dungeon. And all that's in this room is a small key. So we'll grab the small key and we can head back to the room where I shot the Anubis with the fire arrows, and we can proceed through the locked door in that room. So, just proceed on through. They do not respawn. And I would actually just stand back here as you run into the next room, because this way you can avoid the Beamos up here. And you can see there's a Skulltula up there, and that parts of the wall, they're just moving. Basically what happens is you start climbing up the wall, and these little teeth on the side will keep moving in, and will try to kill you. They move really slow. However, we have the long shot, so we're going to make it a lot easier. We're just going to long shot up to the top set, and quickly walk up. And I'm, of course, going to run into the blade, and quickly run by the Beamos there. So, You can kill the Beamos, kill the Skull, Skulltula, climb up. You should definitely have enough time even if you do it that way. I just find it's easier to long shot up to the top. Okay, so we're going to run forward to this next room, stop on the Triforce symbol, and play Zelda's Lullaby. And as you know, it's either going to make a box appear, change the water level, or, I don't know, take the bars off some doors. So we're going to walk into this room, and you can see there's a whole bunch of these, I think they were called fire slugs from the fire temple. Well, I'm just going to run into the middle of the room, smash my Megaton hammer, and that'll take care of all of them. It'll flip over, and nice and easy, a jump attack will finish them off. So I'm just going to kill them just because it makes it easier. And also in here there's a whole bunch of false doors that you can smash. Over here is actually the one that we want to smash, because you can see it's one of those eye targets. So I'm going to quickly shoot the eye target. It'll increase this little walkway above us. So you can just hook shot to the ice walkway. Turn around, face here, stop on the switch, and drop down real quick because it's going to make the fire that was surrounding the boss key disappear. Open the chest and get the boss key for the dungeon and continue on onto the room. And just because I hate door mimics, oh, I put my Megaton hammer away. Never mind. I wonder if the Biggoron sword can destroy them. Nope. Oh well, you door mimics will live to fight another day. So make a right out of here. I'm going to proceed through this door right here. And real quickly, I'm going to take some damage because it's possessed pottery. And I have my Biggoron sword out. I wonder if I can hit him with my sword. Nope. Okay. So you got a crystal target right here. Slash at it with your sword. It'll open the door ahead of you. And we're going to quickly go through, and a Lizalfos will appear. This dude's a lot easier now, once again, that we have our Biggoron sword. One jump attack, done over. Now in this next room, we have white bubbles, you know, like the green bubbles that we had earlier in the game. Well, these guys, they're pretty simple. Shoot them with your arrows to kill them, and shoot them with your hook shot to paralyze them. I think nuggets also... Nuggets, wow. I think Deku nuts also work on them. And they're just annoying, so... Luckily they do drop arrows, so you don't have to worry about being stingy with your arrows. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this mirror that's reflecting light to this little weird outcropping in the wall. If you look at the map at the bottom right corner, it actually tells you that this is the path to go through. So I'm just going to simply put a bomb here. It'll destroy this little part of the wall. And stand back. And the wall blows open, and the mirror strikes this mirror right here. There's another Lizalfos for us. He's done. And what you want to do is you actually want to push this mirror right here. You want to push it so that it's facing that big mirror in the room that we came through. So you can push it to the right like that, and now we have a whole chain of light. So we're just going to run all the way back, go through the door, and the pottery's going to try to hit us again. Jump on down, and all the pottery's going to try to smash us. So I'm just taking care of them. Okay. So now what you want to do is you want to use your mirror shield. Oh. Okay. Use your mirror shield to reflect the light at the sundial, and it will drop the little lift here into place. And this will put us in the middle of the Snake Woman room, and if you don't know what to do, just shine the mirror shield with light onto her face, and you'll notice it start to crumble. Face crumbles away, and it reveals the boss door. So take out your long shot over to the grate. It will lift up, and now we are opening the boss door to get to the boss area. Link's ready to fight with his Master Sword, even though I have my Biggoron sword ready to go. And this is, we got Kome and Kote, twin sisters, twin Rova. Kotek, excuse me. So, they say we're an annoying kid, and they decide to let us have some fun with their playmate. Should teach this outrageous fellow a lesson. So they call it their loyal minion. It's a stronger Iron Knuckle. And remember how much an Iron Knuckle hurt us in our last encounter. So I'm not really that worried. Iron Knuckle realizes it doesn't have a sword and just makes one appear from nowhere. So we're going to use the same tactics as last time. Just going to Z-target Iron Knuckle. And I'm just going to jump attack and quickly jump away. You can use Nairu's Love if you want. And I got hit there. But luckily Iron Knuckle loves to swipe at things that give us hearts. So the attacks are... Whoop. Z-target. Iron Knuckle actually has those multiple swipe attacks, which you have to be worried about. But, same thing, 4 or 5 jump attacks. Iron Knuckle is done, and bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum. Yep, it's Naburu from when we initially entered this temple as Child Link. And she doesn't know where she is. Apparently she was put under a spell by these witches. Just a little girl, but she commands a lot of respect amongst the Gerudo. So they decide they're not ready to be done with her yet. And they're gonna brainwash her again. And bam, done. Okay. So now we have to save her as well as defeat the witches. Yeah, that wasn't the boss. That was just the pre-boss. And now this door behind us opens and we can go through, and now we can finally take on the witches. So we're just simply going to head through this door right here. And to start the boss fight, you just climb up the wall here. And run across the middle. And that'll trigger the cutscene. They have 2 forms that you're going to have to fight. Yep, kid came all the way to offer himself as a sacrifice to the great Ganondorf. So you got one sister, who I think this is Kome. She shoots fire at you. And the other sister, who I think is Kotake, I'm not sure, I'm not exactly sure which one it is, shoots ice at you. And the way to defeat their first form is when one of the sisters is firing ice at you, you want to Z-target her with the mirror shield, reflect the ice attack, and if the other sister's nearby, reflect it at her. So you want to fire fire at the ice sister and ice at the fire sister. And the way I like to do it is I just like to stand on a corner here, just Z-target whoever it is that looks like they're going to fire at you, and looks like we were going to get fire, and I just outran it. So now I'm just going to Z-target right now. So I got an ice attack coming. I'm going to quickly Z-target the fire sister, and you can see how it damaged her. So I'm just going to constantly target the other sister with her sister's attack. And this is probably fire again, which it's not letting me Z-target. And ouch. So run onto the burning area real quick. Or the freezing area, so I'm not doing so hot. Good thing I got those fairies. So if you can't Z-target the sister, you just at least want to block the attack. Which apparently I didn't do. That's awesome. One thing I will say that is nice about this boss battle, it does kind of get annoying, but after a certain amount of time, you will just... Oh my god, I'm being terrible. Eventually they'll just move on to their second form. Okay. Alright, fired your stupid fire attack at me. Maybe I can actually block this one. Hey, and hit her sister with her fire attack. So I'm just going to run over to this side now. I'm just going to use the up C. And block the ice attack. And hopefully Fire Sister will... Nope. And you can also see how after each attack they kind of walk towards you. So I'm just going to block this attack. Deflect it back. And that'll also go to show you that sometimes even with you... Crap. Even with you having Z-targeted the proper sister, not every attack works, and I'm just going to run away from this one. So, it's not that it's difficult, it's just really annoying, this part. So, we'll block this, and hopefully this will be it. Come on, hit her. There we go. Oh, you're going to make me do one more? Fine. It's really going to eat up time in my episode. Okay, there we go. I hope I'm Z-targeting the correct sister. I'm not. It's okay, I'm going to block it. There we go. 4th hit. Can we finally move on to your next form? No? Carrying on a nice Zelda tradition of sometimes bosses are not difficult, they're just annoying as shit. And then, okay, there we go, finally. So they're finally going to assume their form of Twin Rova, their younger selves, their double dynamite attack. And the game doesn't tell you what to do. However, what you want to do is you can see Twin Rova has fire and ice. So I'm going to block the fire attack. I'm going to absorb one. And what you want to do is you want to absorb 3 of the same attack. So that's 2 fire attacks. This should be the 3rd fire attack. And your shield is charged up, so you want to walk towards Twin Rova, hit her with the attack, and go to work with your big round sword, slashy, 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 slashy. And there we go. So I'm going to once again run to the middle here, Z-target her, and miss. And because I know that beeping sound is going to be really annoying to you guys, I will quickly use myself a nice little fairy. Plus I want to show you what happens if you accidentally block one attack. So she shoots her ice attack, and I'm going to absorb it. I want to show you what happens if you absorb a fire attack. Okay, so what happens if you absorb 2 of the same attack? It hits you, it does damage, blah 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 blah. So that's why you just want to absorb the 1 attack at a time. So we got ice. So now we just want to absorb ice. I should see what Navi has to say. No, it's their combined magic attack, whatever. Ice number 2. And this time she probably will throw a fire at us, and you just wanna get out of the way if it's fire. Yep. So there we go. You just wanna avoid her with her fire attack, because you just want to absorb ice. So there's number 3. We're gonna run towards her, blast her with her own spell back at her, jump attack, done, over, easy. So it's really the first part of this boss fight that's annoying. The rest of the fight's incredibly simple. And like siblings, they're going to bicker after they say that they're going to get serious, and nope, your 500 years are up. And they say they're going to come back to haunt you, which I guess actually does have relevance in a later Zelda game, not this game. So, we can see the transport chamber to the sages right there. But over here, we want to get our last heart container. So now we have all 20 hearts, we have all of our doubled magic bar, and we have one more upgrade to get for our hearts, but we'll get that in a little bit. So you just want to run over to the warp point, and it's going to take you to the Chamber of Sages in the Temple of Light. And that is the last medallion that we need, as Niburu is going to appear, and she is going to be the Sage of Spirit. And because she's a female character in this game, she's going to be thirsty for Link. She says, "Look who the little kid has become in the past 7 years, a competent swordsman." And she really messed up, because she was brainwashed by the witches and used to do Ganondorf's bidding. And then says it's funny that a person like her could turn out to be the Sage of Spirit. So now she's going to fight them as one of the 6 sages, although the 6 sages really only do one thing. And she's going to pay them back for what they did to her. Now this is an intriguing part, because she said, "Instead of keeping the promise I made back then, I will give you this medallion." So we don't know what her promise is, but there's kind of a creepy line coming up. So as we get the spirit medallion, Niburu says, if only I knew you would become such a handsome man. I should have kept the promise I made." So what was the promise? We never know. It's a mystery. And now that we have awoken all 6 sages, we're going to receive a message from Rauru. He's going to say, "Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. Time for the final showdown with the King of Evil has come. For that, you should meet the one who is waiting for you. The one who is waiting for you at the Temple of Time." Wink, wink. Wonder who that is, you know. This is the Legend of Zelda. But before that, I have something else I have to do. I'm definitely going to refill my bottle with a fairy. But before that, we're going to head and get the last Gold Skulltula. So I will meet you guys in Zora's Fountain at night. Remember, Zora's Fountain at night. And here we are, entering Zora's Fountain at nighttime. And once again, we can see the leftover remnants of Lord Jabu Jabu. And we want to head off to this little area of the map located on the, I guess you would call that southeast side. I believe this is one of our fairy fountain locations from earlier. And what you want to do is you just want to run up here. The Tektite's annoying me, so we can shoot at him. He's done. And now that we have the silver gauntlets, we're going to pick up this gray block and... we're going to pick up the gray block and throw it. And now we can drop down this hole right here. Technically, we could have done this during the crossover between adult and child Link. But I figured might as well just wait till we beat the Spirit Temple. And you can see there's all these Skulltulas that are invisible, hanging from the ceiling, so we're just going to kill them quickly with arrows, and make our way to the end of the hall. So, now that's done, we can climb up this runged ladder right here. Just climb, climb, climb. It's a lot longer than I originally thought it was. And there's a Skulltula right here we can take care of. And then off here, climbing along the wall, Gold Skulltula, number 100. So we'll take care of him. We'll collect the token, just to prove that it's all 100. You can see the Skulltula count is now red. So we're just going to head back to Kakariko Village, and head to the House of Skulltula to collect our reward. And the easiest way to do that is to just play the Nocturne of Shadow, which I'm screwing up completely. Let's try that again. Let's play the Nocturne of Shadow again. There we go. It's kind of funny, to get out of Desert Colossus, I played the song, and I just, from memory, I just warped right to it, and then it was literally 10 minutes ago, and then I forgot it in that space of time. Okay, well, whatever. So we warp to the graveyard, and we'll just take this to the House of Skulltula, and got our reward. And like I said, you may have missed it, because I don't have a lot of watch hours on these videos. The reward we get for the last Skulltula, it's really garbage. It should be the 50. I think it would be better served as the 50 Skulltula reward, and then make the Piece of Heart the 100 Skulltula reward. But whatever. Not my game. Maybe they wanted to make sure people could get all the heart pieces without getting every Skulltula. But whatever. So walk into the house here. Walk up to this dude. And he says, since you destroyed 100 spiders of the curse on him has been broken. Thank you. Here's a token of his appreciation. Please take it. Yup. A huge rupee. It's worth a whopping 200 rupees. Good thing it's the end of the game, and rupees are pretty much worthless. And because we need to get the silver gauntlets to get that last Gold Skulltula, we can't get it until so late in the game. I mean, rupees are worthless. What am I going to do? Let's see. I already have 2 things of blue potion, 2 fairies. I don't have anything else I have to buy. So, whatever. That's a reward for the Gold Skulltula count. You can constantly go back in there and get huge rupees over and over again. If you haven't done the largest quiver upgrade quest yet, you can just warp back here and constantly get 200 rupees to fill up your money bag and attempt it. So, that's really all it's good for, but I already did that. So that's going to be it for this episode. I'm probably going to save at the Spirit Temple, or the Shadow Temple, because if you just save here and then restart the game, you'll spawn at the Temple of Time and you'll go forward with the plot. There's one more little side area that I'm just going to do to get done, and I may even attempt to start continuing on with the main plot line next episode, because we're almost there. Just a couple battles left and the game will be done and over and you can watch the credits. But that, like I said, that's it for this episode. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Ask me any questions, leave me any comments, and I'll see you guys later.